There's a crypto that I think you should get out of right now if you hold it. You should sell all of it. Honestly, I have actually been pretty negative on it for a while. I made a video back in the last bull run talking about the problems that it had and basically saying why I would sell it, why I would not hold it. Now, to be fair, those reasons are different from what's happening today, but this is one of the largest cryptos of the last cycle, and it's been around. People still talk about it today. I'll go through it. I want to also talk about Bitcoin, gold, and also a few other things that I think are relevant. If you don't mind, hit subscribe so you can see future videos just like this one. If you want to watch a video, I'm going to make another video for the Telegram going through some of my favorite stocks right now. That will probably be up right after this video goes live. But my Telegram is completely free. You can check it out underneath the video. It's like one of the first couple links. And if you want to trade crypto, there's a link underneath the video to BYDeFi. Right now is a really good time to trade because right now they have some huge bonuses on BYDeFi. You can trade and get up to $13,000 in bonuses, and you can possibly win an iPhone 17 as well. And they have a deposit bonus where you can get up to 30% deposit bonuses as well during this time period. This is for everyone that's ever signed up through my link, that you can get this big bonus, which is great because a lot of other exchanges just give you a bonus like right when you sign up and you're just trying out the platform, and you can't really get the bonuses very easily. Here we constantly reward everyone that's ever signed up by doing competitions like this or giving away free money. So check this out underneath the video. You automatically participate when you're trading on the platform. So that's awesome. Now, it's been a bit of a volatile day. Bitcoin's price hasn't really done too much over the last 24 hours in terms of like where it's gone, but it's been volatile in the meantime, right? Like we spiked up yesterday when gold started to fall down. Bitcoin spiked to 114 and then came down almost as quickly. So we have a lot of liquidations in the last 24 hours, 433 million long and 300 million short. But there are some good things happening. I mean, the Federal Reserve yesterday had a conference on digital assets, and Federal Reserve Governor said that crypto assets are increasingly woven into the fabric of the payment and financial system. That's kind of crazy. Another Fed governor said Bitcoin is like electronic gold. How far has the Fed come and has the government come that we're having conferences put on by the Fed when the whole government shut down? They're still talking about crypto, and they're likening it to gold. I mean, it sounds like what Bitcoin bulls were saying last cycle, and now the Fed governors are pretty pro crypto and talk about how much it's used. At the same time, we have BlackRock buying $211 million worth of Bitcoin. Overall, almost $500 million bought from the ETFs yesterday. So just kind of crazy how things have gone, how far things have come just in the last few years. So yes, Bitcoin's price might be kind of boring or a little bit down from the highs, but you zoom out and we've done extremely well. Like, let's actually go to a broader time frame. Let's look at I guess not the monthly. Let's look at the weekly here. I don't know. It still looks pretty bullish, doesn't it? Like, we have these periods where we move up, consolidate and chop down, move up, consolidate, chop down, move up, consolidate, chop down. And I just would hate for people to get disinterested now, right? This is typically where we see another big move up sometime soon, but you have to wait through some boring times. And it's not like Bitcoin's the only asset that does this. We have this with a lot of the big tech companies. They're boring for months and then they make a big move up. Boring for months, big move up. Now, there was a crypto that I said at the beginning I would get out of right now. All right, so I'm not talking about Bitcoin. I'm talking about Kadena. Kadena just made a public announcement. Now, if you don't remember Kadena, it was actually a very large cryptocurrency last cycle. And honestly, even this cycle, it's been pretty large. I mean, if you go a year back, it went to 600 million in market cap back at the end of last year. So it actually spiked up very quickly. And this would put it probably around the top 100. But last cycle, it actually went up to about $10 billion at the very peak. This made it a top 25 crypto, maybe top maybe top 15 crypto. And a lot of people were talking about how dirt cheap it was, how great the technology was. And since then, it's just kind of been down, down, down. Now, I made a video talking about how, talking about the problems with Cadena. And I didn't foresee this happening, but today they made an announcement. We regret to announce that the Cadena organization is no longer able to continue business operations, and we will be ceasing all business activity and active maintenance of the Cadena blockchain immediately. We are tremendously grateful to everybody who has participated in the journey with us. We regret that because of market conditions, we are unable to continue to promote and support the adoption of this unique decentralized offering. We have also notified our staff that we will be ceasing operations. We are retaining a small team for handling the period of transition and winding down. You can contact them with questions. The Cadena blockchain is not owned or operated by the company. As a thoroughly decentralized proof of work smart contract blockchain, the network is operated by independent miners, while on-chain smart contracts and protocols are governed independently by their maintainers. So, they're just going to stop working on it. I mean, it was just a few days ago, it was a $75 million market cap. I don't know what's happening behind the scenes, but obviously there have been some people selling large amounts. So right here, there's a 20 million spike in volume. This was just 12 days ago, right? And the price dumped. I'm guessing insiders knew that they're gonna wind down the blockchain or wind down the organization. So they sold a significant amount, right? Maybe $5-10 million. The rest of the volume just came from other people trading. And then just yesterday or just today on this announcement, it went down 70%. This is why I think you have to be very careful investing in altcoins. I'm guessing, they probably push some promotional material out too, and maybe sponsored some different influencers or something, bought a bunch of the tokens back, pushed up the price, and then used it as kind of exit liquidity as well back at the end of last year. So I'm guessing they've been milking the token, but I obviously don't have any information on it. I've never bought this token, never held it or anything like that, or promoted it, or even talked about it possibly. I don't even think I've talked about it since last bull run, but this is why you have to be careful about investing in altcoins. This is why if I'm gonna go risky, I'd rather go on leverage with something like Bitcoin, because then you don't have these kinds of exit scams / big news announcements that just cause crypto to fall down drastically, right? Personally, I would just get out of this because it's probably going to be a dead chain. I mean, it's kind of already a dead chain. But of course, it might have some kind of zombie pump where it goes up very quickly because of some traders or something like that, or one final, exit liquidity scam by the people that have tokens. So I feel like so many people buy altcoins, especially when maybe their net worth is a little bit smaller, or maybe they're trying to get really good returns because they feel like they need to get 2, 3x's, 5, 10x's to make money. And that's just not the case. I mean, some people say, is it worth investing if I have $2,000 or something like that, or $200? Yes, because what's important is that you get the muscle memory, start to invest in good quality assets. You don't have to invest in something that 3x's to make money. You need, first of all, just to make enough money that you can continue putting money away towards investments, not money that you need next week or next month, not money that you're trading with to be able to afford living expenses, right? You need a good solid income, and you need to increase your income while lowering expenses until you can put a lot of money away, right? That's most important. And then you buy high quality assets. The reason I'm bringing this up, like, you could have bought Bitcoin and you would have made a lot more money than just about any altcoin over the last couple of years. And there's less risk, right? You sleep better at night. At the same time, a lot of good quality companies you could have bought, and you could have made better returns than a lot of these cryptos. Like, I mean, let's just look at Cardano. I'm not trying to pick on Cardano, but if you bought it over the last 5 years, you probably wouldn't have made really any money, because it's kind of at the midpoint of where it's been over time. I mean, sure, you might have made a 2.5x from the bottom, but you have also bought at $1.20. You have bought at $3 last cycle. So, I mean, you could have dead money even if you just dollar cost average in something like Cardano, which is a top 10 crypto. Again, I'm not picking on it. You can pick out some other random crypto. And I say sell Cadena now. I just don't think it's really worth leaving money in to see if it goes up. Like, at the same time, you're losing out on growth and good quality stocks or other cryptos that actually will do well, right? Like, it might be the sunk cost fallacy where you're like, oh, I don't want to sell it now that's down 70%. But like, would you buy it right now if you had cash? If not, then you should probably sell it, right? Take the tax loss and tax loss harvest, and put your money into something else. I also give this as a word of caution against high risk altcoins as well. I think people, again, just look at crypto and say, well, I need to make a lot of money, so I need to invest in altcoins. No, I mean, even if you didn't want to invest in crypto at all, you could buy something like Meta. Like right now, I really like Meta. I don't think it's very expensive. And I'm pointing this out because you can go buy this today, and it's sitting at a 25 PE ratio. Their revenue's growing 22% a year. Their free cash flow grew 23% last year. Their earnings per share grew 60% last year. On a broader time frame, it's maybe 30% revenue growth over the last 5 years. They have a ton of cash. They make a ton of money. And again, they're at a 25 PE ratio, which is basically just slightly more expensive than the S&P 500 as a whole. So, like, people think you need some 5x in a very short time period. You invest in Meta over the coming years, and it's probably growing 15-20%. Like, I think that's a pretty good base case. Over the last 5 years, it's up 150%. This is after the 2022 crash. This is not like picking out the perfect day. From the bottom, it's up 710%. And again, you don't have to get fancy with it. I'm not saying that's going to get 700% returns and you have to time it perfectly. Like, you could just buy it right now, and if they grow revenue another 20%, maybe they grow EPS by 30% or so in the next year, it's probably going to go up by 30%, 25% in terms of the price of the stock, because I don't imagine it's going to go under 20 price to earnings ratio with that kind of growth. And you could do this with other stocks too. Like, I mean, Amazon isn't quite in the same league in terms of growth as Meta right now, but very consistently growing revenue every single year, growing EBITDA, growing free cash flow. And it's not quite as sexy as buying an altcoin at the very bottom, but like, these are good quality companies, very large companies, less risky than altcoins. And you can get really good returns with them. I mean, buying Google, you could have made really good money. And these are some of my top holdings. Over the last 6 months, it's up 70%. Year to date, 34%. 1 year, 53%. And it's not like, again, it's not like you need to be this great stock picker. I mean, it's pretty obvious. Look at the earnings per share. Look at the growth of the earnings per share. Look at the price to earnings. And yeah, just determine if it's going to continue growing at a reasonable rate based on market dynamics, based on catalysts moving forward, based on competition. I don't think it's crazy to buy these kinds of individual stocks right now. They're not super expensive. And yeah, I think people are just gambling with a lot of their money, trying to get good returns because they feel like they need it, rather than building a solid base, then investing, some of their capital in crypto. That's how I do it, right? I have some money that goes towards stocks, some that goes towards real estate, some that goes towards crypto. And then I always keep a little bit of cash. And I realize, again, some people just don't feel like they have enough money to make a difference if they buy stocks. But I think that you need something like that that's boring, that grows 10, 12, 15% a year. And then you are a lot better at holding your higher risk investments, right? And then you can just buy Bitcoin over time, and then buy some of the other top altcoins if you want. Go long the market if you want to go more risk on, and you don't have to buy all kinds of random crap. Let me know your thoughts underneath the video. I do hold a couple small altcoins, but those are really more for flipping. I'm not trying to hold on to them for 5 years. And even like my top altcoins, some of the biggest altcoins in the market, I'm not trying to hold on to for a very long time, right? They're market cycle play, and I'm looking to get rid of them this bull run. Same thing with trades. Like I will close a lot of trades once we pump up. I'll take profits. I'll trim the positions. And we've been able to do that a lot throughout the bull run already. We've been able to make life-changing amounts of money. I use like 6 different trading platforms, 6 different trading platforms. And each of these pumps, we've been making significant amounts of money. If you want to check out BYDeFi, you can start trading underneath the video. Also, check out my Telegram as well. I'm going to be posting that video, some other stocks I really like right now. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I'll see y'all soon.